Hello, this is Robert Polenic, the owner of Brutal Iron Gym. I'm here for another video in the Ask Rob video series. And this is actually just kind of a medley of questions. But a lot of times when people come into the gym, they see we have things put away or stored in a certain position. And there's a lot of reasons to them. So I'm going to go through today and just talk about some of the things that we actually like about when people put equipment back, if they put it back in a certain way. So sometimes if you get something like, say, a dumbbell from a certain place and you put it back in the rack, how you put it back in the rack is actually important. So if I get a 45-pound plate and I use that 45-pound plate, I better put it back exactly where I got it, because that peg where the 45-pound plate was has a certain number of plates on it, and the number of plates are actually for a reason. So one of the members will laugh about this, who actually watch this video, will know that they'll see me throughout the day, throughout the gym. I'll actually walk around rearranging stuff. And what it is, they might use a 25-pound plate from, say, like the bicep machine, and then they'll use that, but they put it back on the tricep machine, and it bugs the crap out of me, because now the bicep machine doesn't have enough plates on it. So they're moving plates around, so they always have to put stuff back exactly where they got it. So that might sound a little crazy, so that's why I wanted to make this video, is to explain why I am in fact crazy. So if you look at this rack right here, you'll see all the dumbbells have the numbers facing up. And that's actually very important. Number one, it looks nice, and that's always important to me. So if the gym looks nice, that means you respect the equipment, and that means you're going to use it in a respectful manner, and it'll last longer for us. So number one, it shows respect towards everyone else in the gym. So it also shows respect towards equipment. So we don't have $1,000, well actually it would take a lot more than that, we don't have $1 million to buy brand new equipment all the time. So the more we respect the equipment, the longer it'll last, the longer we can have that equipment. So again, like I said, if you scan at these dumbbells and look down through, we're going to go over here on the heavier racks as well. So all the way up to the heaviest weights over here, you can see all the numbers are facing up. So, and the reason why, again, is it does, so that way the members will know what weights they're grabbing. Okay, let's come on back down this end. So I'm coming at you here, so let's come around. Okay, so if we look here, if I want to grab a pair of 20s, and I want to do an exercise with 20s, I can see exactly which ones the 20s are. However, let's turn this over. Let's say we have some lazy members or some new people maybe, because of course our members would never do this. So we have the dumbbells sitting like this. Now if I want to grab some 20s, believe it or not, people will grab these, because they look similar, but they're not actually similar. It's a 15 to 20. Okay? So if we put them back with the numbers facing up all the time, it'll save from injury. So it might not mean much at 15 and 20 pounds, but maybe if you're doing a chest press with 80s or 85s, it's going to be a lot more important when you have an 85 in one hand and 80 in another. So we actually ask the members to put the dumbbells back with the numbers facing up. So like I said, again, it looks pretty, makes it look nice. It also shows respect to other people, and it saves us from any potential injuries. Okay? So let me turn these back before I move on to the next topic. Otherwise I'm going to break my own rules. So, following over this way. Okay? And you can kind of scan around the gym a little bit and see what else we have around here. So, let's come over here. We got the shoulder press machine over here. And you can see my dad and I actually modified this machine to have more plate pegs. So they have more pegs on it, because when we first got the machine, it only had the bottom two pegs. And we can only store 45s and 25s on here. But we have a lot of members in the gym that like to use 10s or 5s. So we actually put these ones in ourselves. So we drilled some holes in the machine and made it look a little better. So if you look on here, all the plates have the numbers facing in. And it's actually important if the numbers are like that. The plates are like this. So like I said, the numbers are facing in as opposed to this way with the numbers facing out. Okay? So we always want to have the numbers facing in. So let me fix this. There we go. And again, the reason why is, number one, it looks pretty, makes it look nice. Then it also comes back to that safety aspect. So let's switch sides over here. So if I'm supposed to take off the 45-pound plate, if the numbers are facing in, I can step in here, pull the plate apart, and now I can grab the plate by the lip. So I can hold on to the plate and have a much better grab on it. So that way when I put it back, it goes in place. I'm a lot less likely to drop the plate if I have a place to put my fingers. So let's say somebody lazily put it back with the numbers facing out. Okay? So now you can see here the silver. If you look down there, you can see all the numbers facing out at us. So if I want to grab this plate, I have to come in and actually have my hands underhand like this. And when I grab the plate, I now am relying on my thumbs to be able to hold this. So they might slip, I might drop the plate, and that's why people bust their feet up. So if we have it facing in, it's much safer to grab. Okay? So you always want to try to pay attention to the next person using the machine. So you always take our weights off the machines. That's definitely a thing no one's ever going to mess up here. So we always have the plates back, and that's the way the next person comes over, they can use the plates and not risk any injury. So let's come over this way. And we'll see one of the deadlift platforms we have. You can see we actually have some boxes on here with holes in them. So it looks a little weird. But what that is we actually have pegs we put in there to do banded deadlifts and some banded exercises on the platform. So that's what those are for. But if you look here, we have a cart that has some plates on it. And this one is one of the few exceptions to the rules. So as you learn in life, there's always exceptions, there's always asterisks. So this one, we actually like to have the plate facing out. And again, the reason why is it comes down to how easy is it to get the plate out. So if I grab this, I have my fingers on the lips. So you said that's always the important part. It's easier to hold on to the plate. If I have it facing in, like this, I have nothing to grab at. So now I have to try to pull these plates apart, and if I slip and pinch my fingers, I'm going to be pretty mad. Okay, it's going to kind of put a damper on my workout. So this is a little bit hard to get out, and then I can lift it out. If I just put it in this way, it's easy for me to put back, it's easy for the next person to get it out. Okay? So that's actually why it's somewhat important to put stuff, well actually it's really important, to put stuff back the right way. So we have our dumbbells with the numbers facing up, but we always have our plates where it's easy to grab. And in most cases that's going to mean with the plate facing in. So let's stand over here. We have a rack over here. And you can see we have numbers facing in, numbers facing in, numbers facing in. And then, oh my, we must have had something new here. So we'll come around here and we'll fix this. And then let's put the next one. So this might be a good example. We'll see how far I have to go in to do this. I didn't think about this far. So we'll see how long I have to go in. So there's one. There's the next one. Okay, I'm definitely going to start breaking sweat now. Got the next one. There we go. So, we finally have them where they're actually supposed to be. So if you see here, it's actually hard for me to get these things out. I have to use two hands, I have to stand sideways. Rather, you can put them on the right way. It just slides on. So fix it up. There we go. So, now everything is back the right way. And I didn't think about this, but this is actually a good indication or a good thing to show you of what I do every single morning when I get to the gym. I walk around, I rearrange all these plates. We have a lot of plates in this gym. So this is why sometimes I'm kind of grumpy in the morning about to rearrange too much. But again, I take the time to do this because it makes the gym look nice and it's safe for other people. So that's some of the reasons for all my craziness. If you actually watched it this far, thank you. And I will appreciate it if you don't make some of these common mistakes. So thank you, and hopefully that helps answer some of the questions. That's it.